Welcome to this explainer on creating Excel spreadsheets using Claude. We are diving straight into what is definitely an advanced feature, but I promise you, mastering this means you're going to be able to turn plain English descriptions into fully functional, real Excel files literally instantly. So think about your current workflow. Imagine skipping all that manual data entry, the endless template hunting, and those awful formatting headaches. What if you just described exactly what you needed, and in one click, you downloaded a complete spreadsheet packed with live formulas and charts? To put this into perspective, 30 to 60 minutes. That is the time it typically takes an experienced analyst to sit down and manually build a standard 12-month financial projection model with scenario inputs and a clean dashboard. While Claude completely flips that math on its head. By tapping into its built-in code execution environment, it bypasses that manual labor entirely. It can generate that exact same complex, multi-sheet financial model from a single natural language prompt. The actual workflow is just a dead simple 3-step process. You just type a plain text request, then Claude programmatically builds the file in the background, and moments later, a finished, perfectly formatted Excel workbook is sitting right there, ready to download. Now, here's the absolute game changer. Because it's being programmatically built, you are not just getting a static screenshot or some flat, comma-separated CSV file. You get a genuine workbook. That means every single formula is live and it's ready to drop straight into your monthly reporting. Let's look at a really concrete example to see how this works. Say a manager needs a Q1 sales report. They have raw revenue for January, February, and March. So they just prompt Claude for columns showing the month, the sales amount, the month-over-month growth, and a running total. Right away, Claude structures all that data and perfectly formats the currency. But it actually goes a step further. It proactively embeds a corresponding sales trendline chart on a completely separate tab within that very same workbook. The crucial distinction to understand here is the difference between static data and a live calculation. The growth column it generates uses a real percentage formula, and that running total uses a dynamic cumulative sum that automatically expands as you add new rows later on. Of course, the ultimate test of any real spreadsheet is what happens when you change an input cell, right? If you adjust January's revenue from $45,000 to $50,000, February's growth percentage, and the entire running total cascade and instantly recalculate, it's totally seamless. Now, knowing exactly where to deploy this feature is key. You'll want to use the web interface to build brand new files from scratch, but you can use the Claude for Excel add-in to modify existing workbooks right in place. Or, if you're feeling advanced, ask Claude for the Python code to automate your scheduled recurring reports entirely. Okay, let's talk setup real quick. To get started, you do need to explicitly enable code execution and file creation in your account settings. Keep in mind, there's a strict 30 megabyte limit for uploads. And a quick security tip, absolutely make sure you only upload trusted internal files, because external documents could theoretically contain hidden instructions. So if there is one key takeaway from all of this, it's this. Claude generates real, highly customizable, fully editable Excel workbooks, not static exports. You get live formulas, charts, and perfect formatting that are mathematically functional and ready to be shared the absolute second they download. If you want to dive deeper, we have 3 detailed worked examples and some really great tips on avoiding common pitfalls over at claudemaster.net. But I'll leave you with this thought. If a complex financial model can literally be generated in a single prompt, how many hours of your week are currently trapped in manual data entry, just waiting to be reclaimed?